Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it has begun. The layoffs at WarnerMedia, it has begun. We're going to talk about that there was a memo sent out today that a lot of people are being cut loose.
You mean like we talked about coming and everybody said we were full of it?
Yeah, just like we talked about it. Everybody said we're full of it.
Yeah, that. Okay.
Pretty much exactly that. So we're going to talk about all these layoffs coming to WarnerMedia and how it could potentially impact Rooster Teeth and, of course, Crunchyroll. There's some news there with Webtoon teaming up with Rooster Teeth. We'll talk about that, and then we're going to talk about the Rooster Teeth app and maybe try to sort out what could potentially happen with Crunchyroll. But it does seem like they're laying more people off than they expected to.
Do you know what it reminds me of? You know when you have like those shows like Survivor or whatever, and everybody kind of like makes these alliances?
Yes.
And that's exactly what it reminds me of.
That's pretty much it. It's like what's going on now is whoever's left, because we know that Warner or AT&T is selling Crunchyroll to Sony. Again, that was another thing. Everybody's like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, well, it's happening. They're selling Crunchyroll. So now Webtoon and Rooster Teeth seem like they're teaming up to try to survive. So we'll talk about that. And we might even talk a little bit about Webtoon's other adventures and trying to get their stuff picked up.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, please subscribe to Clownfish TV for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 150,000 subs. Thank you for the support. It's appreciated. Here we go. Coming from the Wrap, WarnerMedia layoffs underway. Read CEO Jason Kilar's internal memo. Now, he's from Pittsburgh, I guess. He's from Pittsburgh.
Yay, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well.
Except for him.
Except for him, because everybody's getting. Now, the funny thing about this was we actually had WarnerMedia people come to us because they went to the media for WarnerMedia confirmed with the media before they told anybody at Warner that these layoffs were coming.
Right.
And the employees were very, very salty. But that is not unusual because usually layoffs, the way they happen is there is no heads up. You're just done. You know? They will literally lie to your face on Friday, tell you everything is fine, and then lay you off on Monday. Because
you can speak to experience.
I had that happen to me. I actually confronted my boss on Friday. I said, "Hey, our numbers aren't very good. Are there layoffs coming?" "Oh, no, everything's great. It's all good. So good here. We're all fine here." Then Monday morning, I get gone.
But then he didn't even have the balls to show up and tell you himself. He had somebody else do it, and he hid from you.
He took that day off. Anyway, WarnerMedia layoffs are underway. Jason Kilar revealed Tuesday to employees via email the job eliminations are expected to be in the thousands. The Wrap has obtained a copy of his memo. The AT&T Entertainment Company's chief executive is holding a town hall meeting on Wednesday to discuss the ongoing reorganization.
Oh, it was another reorganization. Okay.
Yep. Today, we've arrived at a number of difficult decisions that are resulting in a smaller WarnerMedia team.
Surprise, surprise.
This is a function of removing layers and the impact of consolidating previously separate organizations.
Well, when you do rolling things together, they always do this.
Right. And, again, I don't know how this is going to affect the animation division of everything, but a rumor that we had heard last year was they were looking to streamline and get all their animation stuff basically under the Cartoon Network umbrella, and then that was going to be it. Like Cartoon Network made all their stuff, Warner Brothers Animation did some shows, and then maybe Elation or those people, Rooster Teeth or whatever, maybe did anime style shows, but those companies would not exist independently. Don't know if that's what's going to happen, but it does seem interesting when he's saying we're removing layers.
Redundancies.
Why do we need 15 different streaming services?
Yeah, it's redundancies.
Last month, the Wall Street Journal first reported that WarnerMedia, which is going to cut by 20%. The job eliminations begin today in North America. They're continuing to evaluate the non-U.S. businesses. To our colleagues who are leaving, I wish there were words to lessen today's pain. Your contributions are a permanent part of this great company. Yeah, that's not going to help.
That doesn't help them.
And today's news does not change that. I'm extremely thankful for all you've done for this team and this mission.
Not thankful enough to keep you.
Not thankful enough or too expensive. I hope that at some point you will look back on all of it with immense pride.
I'm sure they aren't going to look back on it with immense pride.
As you're flipping burgers or stocking shelves. That's the whole thing. So yeah, it's begun, and I expect it to continue. They're going to get rid of people, but again, they're going to get rid of entire divisions, and we see a lot of scrambling at different divisions in Warner to justify their existence. I mean, we saw with Crunchyroll.
We've been seeing it.
Yeah, we've been seeing it. We saw at Crunchyroll that there have been a couple of pieces put out there that are basically like, look how valuable we are to the Warner team. Golly, it sure would be a shame if we got gone.
Now, we're hearing that number is a lot lower.
I am
people who would know.
Hearing that they're actually selling it for less than this, but there's no confirmation yet. We won't know until the paperwork's done.
A lot less than that.
But I think there are going to be a lot of people out of work at Crunchyroll because they sell it to Funimation, or sell it to Sony rather. They'll probably just merge it with Funimation.
Right, redundancies. Again, it's going to cause people getting gone.
So speaking of redundancies, let's talk about Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth being kind of redundant at this point. Now, their sister networks got gone. Machinima got gone. Mm-hmm. We had other streaming services that were kind of niche, like Drama Fever. That got gone.
Yeah, there was no notice. It just was gone one day.
It was just gone. At least with Rooster Teeth, there has been sort of a build-up to the possible end of it. Now, what's interesting is we've got Webtoon partnering up with Rooster Teeth. And Webtoon was working with Crunchyroll, but now that Crunchyroll's getting gone, are they gonna try to chum up the Rooster Teeth to get their stuff produced?
Probably. Because Webtoons has been out there leveraging for, 3 years, 4 years now, trying very hard to get some of their Korean people, and I'm going to say Korean people because it's mostly the Korean people, picked up onto Hollywood deals. Yeah. And they were shooting for movies and things, but I think most of it's just been some Crunchyroll originals is about what they've done. But they've been going from, different talent agencies. They signed with one, now they're signed with another, trying to get the stuff picked up. And they've gotten a few things on Crunchyroll, and that's about. Yeah,
so there's been a long history of, and we told people this before. We did a whole nother video talking about webcomics and webtoons and all of that.
4 years, I was right.
Yeah, and they tried very hard at the beginning. They had some Marvel people running Webtoon here in the U.S., and they tried to get their Marvel deals picked up, and they signed with a CAA talent agency, and apparently nothing happened. I thought that maybe the Crunchyroll deal was part of that. And that doesn't seem to be the case because they're talking about working with a whole nother agency at this point. So this is coming from Deadline last night. I got to give a hat tip to CCG who sent it over late. Did not have time to do a video on it last night, but exclusive. The world's largest digital comics publisher, Webtoon, is expanding with its newly launched production division, Webtoon Studios.
Oh, yay.
The new production arm connects Webtoon's huge library of titles and creators with entertainment platforms, including film, television, interactive entertainment, licensing, and merchandise.
I'm going to tell you straight up. They're going to spin it to all the people on Webtoons that you have the chance, but the reality of the situation is this is their big people and the people that have, most often that have deals with them that are ones they're going to promote to these places.
Yeah, so it seems like they keep doing this.
Wait, go back up. I love this. Today marks a huge step for Webtoon. Webcomics have grown into a cultural phenomenon over the past 15 years. Yeah, they did. And now Webtoons came in and made sure that if you want to be, you have to be on Webtoons.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they take on the money.
Yeah, we did a video on this just like a week ago. We talked about Webtoon and how Webtoon effectively killed webcomics. The webcomics pioneers, they were out there for years.
The webcomics business model.
Yeah. Not
webcomics in general. But, and that's fine if you want to go on Webtoons. Webtoons is a great place with a lot of eyeballs if you want to get, your comic on there and try to build a platform. 100% recommend Webtoons for that. Just understand that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the money that goes with it. Just understand if you're on Webtoons, yes, they're brokering these deals and they're having their studios, but it doesn't mean because your comic's on there getting 10,000 views, doesn't mean that you're going to get a deal doing this stuff. Understand that.
Yeah, so they're starting the studio. They're going to be apparently working with Rooster Teeth in addition to other. It sounds like they're just trying to, since Crunchyroll is getting gone, it sounds like they're trying to just spread out as much as they can.
They're throwing spaghetti on the wall to see what parts stick.
Right. So they're working with the Henson Company. They're working with Crunchyroll. Well, we know that might end. They're working with Vertigo Entertainment, not Vertigo Comics, but Vertigo Entertainment. And they're collaborating with Rooster Teeth Studios, which will serve as both the animation studio and co-producer of a supernatural themed action series.
Which is probably one of their comics that is probably most likely one of their Korean comics.
I'm sure. The only non-Korean series I think that's been picked up for anything is Lore Olympus, and again, that's like looking at the PewDiePie of the platform. That I forget her name off the top of my head, but she was actually a very it was a huge following. So not everybody's going to be PewDiePie, right? So this is interesting. They talk about their portfolio they have it there. WebtoonStudios.com is also set to launch an online portal that provides updated information on Webtoon IP and development, stats on readership, upcoming projects, as well as a browsable portfolio.
Well, that's just dumb. It's just basically just...
What do you want, guys? We got all these comics. Just pick one.
No, but it sounds... I don't know. That just seems weird. But anyway...
It does. Well, anyway, they signed with Verve Talent and Literary Agency in Lit Entertainment Group. They used to be with CAA, which was one of the biggest in Hollywood. Now they're going with another one. Apparently that did not work out.
Right. So I know what they were angling for was more like film.
Yeah.
And they weren't getting it. So now they're trying it this way because now it's probably because they're saying Hollywood's trying to push for animation now. So here they're coming with theirs. And in reality, they do have a lot of really good, solid, comics on there. The problem is that, I just have a little bit of an issue with Webtoons because I really do blame them for ruining the business model, and it really turned out that they took a lot of people in, and that's great. But it was very interesting who got promoted and who didn't.
Yeah. So here's their website, WebtoonStudios.com. It's the world's largest digital comics publisher. This is what they have in development.
They made sure of that.
Yeah, these are feature. Oh, okay. So this is what this is. This is basically, it's just a pitch to all of these different studios they're working with. Like, you guys want any one of these comics? You want any one of these? Here, go check out these comics.
Here's our big ones that we're going to push.
Yeah, so got a high school. These are Crunchyroll. We've got, why is CBR helping them prop this stuff up? This is
CBR has been up Webtoon's ass for
Deadline.
years. Yeah.
So they're showing all the media links. They're putting it all in one place. So an executive who doesn't actually look into this stuff could just be like, yeah, this one looks pretty good. We'll take this one.
Yeah, look, and you notice how the word that keeps popping up is Korean.
Yeah.
Because the ones they're pushing mostly are the ones that are from Korea, because Webtoons is from Korea.
Yeah, so view all titles. They have... I'll
be honest. I am a junkie for K-dramas, and they usually have the best stories. But that's just
freaking romance, Snail Lords. I remember Snail Lords. So these are the ones that there are actually the Webtoon originals. These are the ones that they pay. So I'm really curious what the deal is with these creators now. Do they have an ownership, or are they basically selling their IP to Webtoons?
I can't say because we haven't done it in so long.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
But it looks like they're trying to highlight all of the things that could potentially maybe get. I remember the dinosaur one get picked up and turned into a show or something. I don't know. Interesting. So they're working with Rooster Teeth. Now let's talk about Rooster Teeth while we're at it, because Rooster Teeth does seem like they're trying very, very hard to stay relevant. Mm-hmm. And they launched this new app. They pulled Ruby off of YouTube, which pissed a lot of people off. Mm-hmm. And they built their new app, their Rooster Teeth apps. Now to watch Ruby, you got to watch it on their app.
So they can get the money and the ads and all that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which seems very redundant given that Warner's all about HBO Max.
But it does seem smart in the fact that they're trying to make it they get more money.
Yeah.
You kind of wonder why they need more money, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, they need more money because they're gonna get chopped.
Well, they have to show Warner that, look, we can bring money in.
That is exactly
from a business standpoint, I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it from a business standpoint.
But the problem is that the app doesn't work right.
That doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't. Yeah, it seems like it was kind of because I saw this the other day. I'm like, this didn't warrant a whole video, but apparently they were talking about how wonderful the new Rooster Teeth app was, because a lot of people were very, very upset they pulled Ruby off of YouTube and they were going to make you download a separate app. So they were talking on Achievement Hunter, and the Apple TV is bricked by installing.
Oh.
The app, it locks it up.
That's not going to make people happy.
Yeah, they actually had it on the podcast. I watched the clip and I was like, oh my God, I facepalmed. They said Gavin Free has revealed the app has caused irreparable damage to his Apple TV console.
Oh, I mean, it's not something that can be fixed then. It's just completely...
It's just toast. That's what, apparently that's what I've heard. I mean, we've had apps like that before too, where we put them on like an Amazon Fire Stick or something, and it's like, what the hell? Now, here's the thing. Warner can put its resources into creating a standalone Rooster Teeth app basically for Ruby, but they can't put a freaking HBO Max app on Amazon. Now there's some, I guess Amazon doesn't.
That's more because that's more because of the back and forth.
But yeah, despite Rooster Teeth's insistence that their app would make series such as Ruby or Red vs. Blue easier to watch than on YouTube, Achievement Hunter host Gavin Free recently divulged that his attempt to install the app bricked the device. Said, tiny Japanese trucks are my life now. Free is seen, or rather unseen, at the beginning of the episode, having difficulties with his camera, resulting in a screen presenting nothing but a black square. Upon his return, Free informs the panel he is having a tech nightmare at the moment and recalls how his trouble started not with his camera, but with his Apple TV and the Rooster Teeth. Why can't I say Rooster Teeth?
Cockbite's fun. More fun to say.
Rooster Teeth. That's what they need to call it. Rooster Teeth.
No.
Rooster Teeth app. Because I'm trying to say Rooster Teeth app. But yeah, it broke. It broke. So that's not going to work. So a lot of people are going to download the damn thing, and it's not even going to freaking work.
Well, they're going to get built if it breaks and ruins.
I don't know.
They paying for the damages.
It's like they're just at this point. I mean, I'm telling you, I really think that they're probably going to shut Rooster Teeth as we know it down at some point in the very near future, and it'll just be Rooster Teeth Studios doing animation.
Well, it's going to be like,
hire.
And there'll be like a tab, on something that people can actually use.
Yeah, like you want your stuff done the Ruby style, we'll do it over here at Rooster Teeth Studios, and all this other stuff is gone. Who knows? And it's part of Cartoon Network. I don't even know. It's
just like all it feels like is Survivor to me, and who you're going to make an alliance with to make sure that you have your best chance of winning.
Well, it's Hollywood.
That's all it is.
Hollywood right now is Survivor. It is. So I don't know. We're going to keep tabs on this, guys. We got another video coming up. Dismal Disney news.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah. So we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.